Happy Wednesday! Hello, hello. Thanks for joining me today. If you're live, thank you. I know you're all alive, but if you're watching this live or recorded, either way, thank you for watching it. I am talking about questions today, questions that you have that I have not answered in the past, or at least that you may need further answering than I've done in the past. So that's what this is about today. Questions, you've got them. I had them. We're going to talk about those as working as a virtual assistant. Some questions I've received. First, this leads into that. Some of the questions I had were not really questions, they were more like comments. So I thought I would address that first. And that is my dog, Charlie. Now, this is Charlie. She is isn't she cute? She is a mix of a Chihuahua and a Maltese. And she is a barker. If you guys have any tips or tricks on how to stop the barking, we have a lot of it. And I'm open to them. I'm open. We've tried everything and we can't solve it yet. But she is my baby and I love her. But I'm talking about her because I've had a couple comments from people that love that they see and hear her playing in the background, barking in the background, that it makes them feel like I'm real and that I'm doing this in a normal life. And I'm showing you this. I am all normal. This is I am real and this is a normal life. I have her bouncing around quite often. My mother lives with us. You may see her in the background. You may see my husband and his brother who work from here from time to time. My daughter stops by to see us. It's life here, and it's always happening. So for those of you that don't like that, I apologize. That's I'm probably not the one to watch. But for those of you that like to know that real life happens while you live your dream life and your work, then I'm here to say it does. And Charlie, you will normally hear barking or running through the house unless you have some tips that help me break that. So anyway, this is her. She's my baby. So thank you for those of you that like that, because I don't know what I'd do without her, so she'll be here a lot. So thank you. Okay, so now this one is a question that I did have from a real question, not just a comment, and it's from Melissa. So I'm going to read it. She says, I'm really looking into all of this for the first time. My fiance and I have stopped traveling for work to settle down at home. I don't have the nervousness of quitting a full-time job right now since I'm not currently working, but I do have concerns on how to get back into the business world. How might someone my age go about changing careers and taking that first step with confidence? So, okay, first of all, Melissa, you need to remember something. The my age, which I say all the time, my age, is something that is an advantage and something that clients are looking for. So first I'm going to talk about you said the confidence to step out at your age. So first of all, mentally, the confidence, as someone our age, clients are looking specifically for that. I have had clients that pay a higher rate for me, but it was because I had the wisdom and the maturity that they were having a hard time finding in other virtual, not all, but other virtual assistants. I know how to be proactive. I know how to anticipate what the end result is going to be because I've lived it for 20 some years, just as I'm sure you have. You know things that someone younger may not know. You have that business sense, or things that you know, because this happens, this is normally what's going to follow. And that experience is what they're after. So mentally, I want your confidence to be there in that at your age, just what you know that you don't even know you know will be something they want. So I want you to have confidence there. I know that mental confidence isn't the only thing that can make you feel ready to make this step, and that some of it is the technical skill. You want to know that you can actually do the work working as a virtual assistant. So sorry about that. The technical skill, I want to give you hands-on on how I took care of that. what I did is I went, and I've told people about this as far as finding jobs. I went to Upwork.com. It's a place you can go and you can look for jobs. It's large, so I didn't get tons of clients that way, but I did get a few really good clients, and they're from all over the world. But what I used it for mainly was to find out what skills I needed to know in order to work virtually. So I would go on to Upwork.com and I would look at the listings of people that were hiring virtual assistants. And if they had the pay, that was even better because I would look at the more advanced skills. But I would look for what did they want their VA to know. And for example, if they wanted MailChimp, I had no idea what MailChimp meant. It didn't even make sense what that name would be. And coming from an office in a building and corporate America, we didn't use MailChimp, or at least we didn't when I was there. And so I didn't know what it meant. So I would then go to Google and I would put in MailChimp.com. And I realized I would see what it was. And actually, it's just a way to email your clients. So it's a way to put all your email addresses together and send an email out to them all at once. That's the easy way to put it. And send certain emails to some and certain ones to others. It's just a way to organize your list of clients and send stuff to them. So it was very simple. Once I realized what it was, I said, okay, that doesn't sound that hard. We did things much harder in the office. So I would get on YouTube and I would go through some tutorials. I would get on their site, and if they had free programs, I would download it and create a dummy site and practice it. And it's not hard. It's not hard. And so then I saw that a lot of clients were looking for virtual assistants that know how to use MailChimp. I now know it, and it didn't take me much time at all. So the skill set, it's a little bit different than what we did in an office, but it's not hard. It's not something we can't do. If we have made it this long in an office, dealing with everything you deal with in an office, political and office politics and the changing and the procedures and the processes. I mean, we've done this for years and years and years. If we can learn to handle that, we can handle a few programs that we're just now learning. It's easy. So that's what I did. I got on Upwork. I looked at what they were asking the most for. If I saw MailChimp several times, I'm like, okay, MailChimp's one I need to learn. If it's LastPass, which is just a password organizer, they would say, we use LastPass for storing our passwords. It's not hard. You Google it, you get on YouTube, you see some free ones, and you say, oh, okay, yeah. And so then you have that skill set to make you feel more comfortable when you're going out and starting on this new adventure. So the mental confidence that you need is in what you already have. It's already inside you. It's just there. You don't even have to do anything. You just are. You're good enough. You are wiser than you think. You're better than you think, and that experience will come into play. Your skill set is just learning a few different programs. Now, I'm making this simplified because it can be simplified. There are a lot of programs that are more advanced. They're more advanced and they take some real training, and I recommend those to people because I don't do training on the programs, but I know some very good VAs that do training on programs, and there are more advanced ones that you can absolutely go do. And ask me anytime and I can point you in the direction of ones I recommend of VAs that teach that. But I'm saying that not all of them are so hard. You can definitely build up to those. You can start out small and then go larger. You can jump all in if you want to learn the difficult ones right away. There's lots of training out there. So you shouldn't feel a lack of confidence in the skill set area for sure, because that one is going to be easy for you. And the last thing would be your prep. I think if you can prepare yourself before you take that step, the better. We're all if we have all of our ducks in a row, we feel better a lot of the time. So if you, I have a course that's coming out, and it's going to set you up, show you step by step how to set yourself up to how you get your profiles ready, how to find the clients, how to charge, how to bill them, and a few of the programs, not step by step on the programs, but it'll get you familiar with them. That kind of gets you set to find your first client. And then you learn more with your skill set, and then you acknowledge that you already have the mental capabilities to give you that confidence. Those three things together should help you be more than ready to step out, and then you just do it. You go look for your first client and start, and then you'll say, wow, I can do this. I can do this. And you can. You definitely can. If you have it's not an overnight thing. You have to work at it, but you can definitely do it. And I love it. I love it. So I hope that answered your question. I can give you more detail if you DM me or email me. If there's something I said that didn't make sense, I'll help you. But hopefully that helped the rest of you. Okay, next question, number 2. Bazin asked, I hope I pronounced that right. Sorry if I didn't. How to find clients and how to market to them. So I talk a lot about finding clients in some of my blogs, in my free download. If you go to stephaniebrote.com/download, I talk about some sites there to find clients. And there are tons of websites online that talk about where to go to look for clients. So they're out there if you just do a Google search on them. Sorry. And so if you go there and look. But what I want to talk about today is not the normal, the websites. I want to talk about more what's in your own backyard. So this is more kind of old school, but it's what I did and it worked, so I'm going to share it with you. I may have to shut my door. We have an email list. You have a group of contacts of people that you can talk to in your neighborhood. So I have my friends, I have my family, I have old coworkers, I have past employers, people that you've talked to in life. What I did is I created a flyer, and the flyer was, just a second, I'm going to close this door so we don't hear her so much. Just a second. Okay, sorry about that. I think that's a little bit better, so I can focus at least. Okay, so the flyer that I would send out to people is I created a flyer, it just had my picture on it, and it had the skills that I knew how to do, and it told what I was doing, working as a virtual assistant from home, and it said, if you need this done as an assistant and don't have an administrative assistant, I can do it for you. And I attached that to an email, and I sent that email out to all my people that I knew. And I said, if you know of someone that is maybe a small business owner that can't afford a full-time administrative assistant but needs administrative assistance, then I would love to talk to them. And if you'd pass this along, I'd be very grateful. I received, just from that first email, I had 3 clients. Now, when you're just starting out, clients are hard to get, and they just came to me from that email. Someone sent it to a group of entrepreneurs that they knew, that several of them needed some help. And then another one said, I would really like to talk to you about this. Now, we didn't end up working together, but I did get 3 from that. And then later on, from the testimonials and referrals from 2 of those, I got 2 more clients. So there are some people that don't want to work with a VA from the other side of the world. They're not comfortable with that. They want to know that someone knows you. And that's a lot of us for that matter. But because they were in my own backyard, they were in my neighborhood, they knew someone that knew me, they felt more comfortable using me. And there are people all over the place that are, maybe they're not just a solo entrepreneur, but they're by themselves. They don't have enough for a full-time administrative assistant, but they need the help, and they're willing to hire you for 5 hours a week or 10 hours a week to just take care of all of that. So I would say that and the flyer is the marketing. So your question about where to find them and how to market to them, that's all in one. Look in your own neighborhood. Go to a chamber of commerce if you have that where you are, or a job board, or anywhere, just so people see that you're there. They're not going to know what a virtual assistant is, so you need to describe it on the flyer so that they understand. And a lot of people have a need for one. They just don't know that's the term that you call it. So I would definitely start there. You can do the websites online. There are a lot of those, but this worked for me. And I know it seems old school because you're attaching, and I think I did it in Publisher. I mean, it wasn't, you could do it in anything and nothing fancy, and just told what I could do, that I could, I could do their correspondence. I could take care of their calendar. I could manage their inbox. I could do some blogs for them if they're wanting to grow their social media. Just anything that you could help them with, and you can do it as a virtual assistant on your own time and your own schedule, and love it. So that's how I would answer that question. Okay, the next question is from Judy, and she says that she asked if the pay rates of a techie VA are better than the administrative VAs. In other words, do we need more techie to earn more? And I would say yes and no. And I've kind of already covered the techie part of it. If you understand the programs, if you understand some of the techie programs, and you have the experience of someone that's been around for a while, you definitely can earn more than someone that doesn't. However, you can have someone that knows all the techie part, and they come in and that's all they know. They don't know how to understand that if we do step A and B, that we're going to end up at this D and E, because they've not been around long enough. Their techie skill set as a VA may not earn as much as a VA that has technical skill and has the experience and the wisdom of working as an assistant. So I would say yes, it's definitely going to earn you more, and especially if you know those advanced programs, that definitely will earn you more per hour. But I do know that you can make more per hour than some VAs that just have the technical side. So I say yes, you need it, but no, not necessarily, because you can make more being someone our age that maybe doesn't know the most advanced programs, but knows a lot of the programs and then has the experience to add on to it, and that's worth a lot to some clients. So I would say yes and no. My advice would be learn some of the programs so that you can charge a higher dollar amount per hour, and then bring your own personal knowledge and style and personality and wisdom to the job, and your rates will go higher and higher, because and show up every day, and you'll be starting a waiting list like I did. I mean, you just give them quality and knowledge and experience, and it'll go a long way. So yes and no to that as far as the question on the techie side of it. Okay, I have one more, is just about the knowledge of working as a virtual assistant and feeling like you're good enough to start on this path. I talk to a lot of women, especially my age, that say, I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know how to do it, I don't know how to start, I don't know where to even begin. And I get it. That was me. It's kind of overwhelming when you first start looking, and I'm always telling you, go to Google and search it, and you'll see it, and then it all pops up and you're saying, whoa, this is a lot. And it is a lot. Break it down. Start slowly. Start with one piece and go from there. Take one client and see how it goes. Start doing a little work for a friend so you get the feel of it. Take a friend and say, could you use some free help just for me to get my feet wet to see what this is about? And if you're still working, you would do that on your own time in the evening or on the weekends, and kind of get a feel for what it is. I am always here for you. I do have the download. I do have a course that's going to break it down step by step, which will be helpful. But in the meantime, you're intelligent. You can find this information. I'm not the only one talking about it. Find someone that you connect with and learn and listen. When I take walks, I listen to podcasts. Listen to a podcast of someone. You have learned how to learn things at this stage in the game. And so use it to your advantage. And then when you're ready, if you're still working full time, you can walk away with confidence, and you will have the skill set you need, and you'll just slam it. I mean, you'll love it. You'll love it. So again, my downloads at stephaniebrote.com/download, or you can just go to stephaniebrote.com. You can get it there. DM me or email me, whatever you like, and I'll answer questions or try and help you more. And let me know if you like this time slot or if you'd rather it be in the middle of the day. I always do it on Wednesday. So I think that's everything. I've had my dog barking. I've had my mom in the background. I've had everything going on. So I hope you like that kind of thing, because that's where I am. And I want to encourage you to live your life, live every day with passion and purpose, and do your thing. And I want to help you do it. So I think that's it. I will talk to you next week, and bye for now. See ya.